Once a month or so, we invite Chef Garry Steel to drop into Studio 4 with a bag full of goodies, which he easily turns into something divine. Today, he has a big dose of spring fever and a hankering for Indian food. It is my pleasure to welcome Garry Steel, Chef Garry Steel, Cook Garry Steel, back to Studio 4 to cook and chat some more.
It's me.
Nice to see you again.
Again.
I've got spring fever.
You have it, I
Yes.
have it, and we're going to cook to enhance the spring. This is why I wanted to do Indian. I wanted to enhance the spring a little bit. So we're going to get right to it because I want to make sure I show you this dish. In our pestle and mortar, I have mustard seeds. There you can see them in there. So all I've done is I've just ground them down. I'm going to add about a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and a tiny pinch of salt in there.
Okay.
And we're going to mix that up.
Those are official Indian spices,
yes,
are they?
Yes, official Indian spices. And we're just going to mix that up a little bit. And what we're going to do is in our skillet here, I have about a tablespoon or just under a tablespoon of coconut oil.
I knew
and you know
would
me,
do that.
the big coconut oil thing. Yes.
Good for us.
I love it. I'm going to put a little bit of onion, about 2 tablespoons of finely chopped onion in there. And I'm going to put about, I don't know, 2-3 teaspoons of our spice mixture in there. And all I'm doing here is I'm releasing the oil a little bit from the spices. I want it just to kind of come to a little tiny simmer sizzle so that the oil within the spices releases. You've already released it putting it in the pestle and mortar, but because the turmeric and the cayenne was dry, I want to let that oil run just a little bit. So
of course you do.
A little bit of
as you should.
As I should. A little bit of heat in there to bring it up to temperature. And I'm going to just
I know I'm not helping, per usual.
It's quite all right, my darling. You're the pretty one and you are not meant to help.
Okay, I'll just...
you've just to stand and
I'll
look
just sit here and
stunning.
fluff.
Stunning.
Stunning.
So,
startling is a better word.
No, never.
Okay.
Here I have about 1.5 pounds of peeled veined shrimp. And the reason that I peel them, you know me, I'm usually not a peeler.
Well, I hope not.
Okay, let's qualify.
Yeah, let's
I'm a little bit of a peeler, but it's usually about 10 on a Friday night. I've had a martini or two, and life is a little happy. But no, I'm not a peeler of shrimp. I like it because the membrane just underneath the shell is where a lot of the flavor comes from. But this dish works much, much better if you peel ever so slightly. So
you've been up since 5.
Yes, I actually asked this morning, was there anyone wanted a job? Could they peel? And not one volunteer, anyway.
Of course not.
So into our skillet, I'm just going to put our shrimp. And what I'm going to do is, I'd like that skillet to be just a tiny bit warmer, but we shall work with what we've got.
I was thinking nothing. I'm hearing no sizzle.
I'm hearing no sizzle, yes, I know. It's luckily...
Is it plugged in?
It is plugged in, yes, because I'm steaming the rest of the world out. So I know we're plugged in. And all we're doing here is we want to coat the shrimp into this beautiful essence and flavor.
Right.
And this is another reason why we peel, because we want this to go in there. We want that flavor to go in there. So, we've got a nice little dish.
Turn up the gas.
Turn up the gas. We're going to take it and we're actually going to put it into this dish here, which is just an oven proof or a Pyrex dish. Really just, you want just to get a nice...
Yum. How done should the shrimp be?
Actually, really,
prawns?
The prawns, really, they would be done no color. You don't want to color them. If that skillet was much hotter, actually, I'll leave that on because I need it. All we would have done is we would have just released the oil a little bit and then put the flavor in.
Exactly.
We're going to put a lid on this, but I'm going to put a lid with a hole because I want some steam to go in there. I just don't want all of it to go in. And if I don't put a lid on, it will drench and water out the shrimp, the prawns, and I don't want that to happen. So I put a little lid on it. It's going to go into the steamer, and in about 10 minutes, that will be ready. You're saying, Gary, but we don't have 10 minutes left.
Well, no, but I was worried because the shrimp, the prawns did not look cooked to me, and I thought, we're all going to die.
Yeah, we're going to die. He's going to kill us again. So this is the accompaniment for this. Just because there will be a little bit of heat. This is cooking now.
Because, you know, the staff likes to eat once
I know,
you leave.
this is why I peeled them.
We do need
a crew. No, you know. Tablespoon of honey into, this is just a wild blossom honey. I'm a honey freak, so from all over the world I'll grab the honey. Oh yeah,
wild blossom or Manuka honey.
Manuka, I love, I adore Manuka.
Really lovely from New Zealand.
Just mix this together. Isn't that a gorgeous color? It's like soft amber or something. I just
and the yogurt's so creamy. Is it a special brand of yogurt?
This is just
by
an
any
organic
chance?
Whole
Just
Foods.
organic Whole Foods yogurt.
I do my shopping at Whole Foods because we adore them. So this is the accompaniment for the prawns. Now we're going to move on to because I don't, you know me, I don't like the potato rice thing all of the time. I like a vegetable. So again, a little half tablespoon of the coconut oil into our skillet.
Okay.
Just bring it up to temperature. And into a bowl here, I have half a lemon. I'm just going to put the lemon juice into, again, no juicer.
Juicer.
A little fork in the middle of your
look at you.
lemon releases all of that lovely lemon juice, right? Really lovely.
Now that is a trick.
It's a handy dandy little
That
one.
is a Garry
Tiny
Steel
little bit of
special
salt,
trick.
because
Little
we're going
salt,
to do
little lemon.
a little bit of cayenne pepper in there, a little bit of garam masala, which is a really beautiful blend of a ton of spices, and a little bit of, now I believe that this one, let me just check because I want to, cumin.
Would you like me to read aloud?
Cumin. So
Cumin,
just mix
garam
this.
masala, lemon juice, salt, and fresh ground
And fresh
pepper.
ground black pepper, that's what I'm going to put in now. And to this, we are going to take 2 of our beautiful heirloom tomatoes.
Oh,
These
those
really
are gorgeous.
Stunning heirloom.
You grew those, I'm assuming.
No, I actually didn't, but these, I believe right now came in from California because we're not growing them, I don't think, too much up here at the moment. I'm just going to half them. I love this one because it has so many pockets in it.
It's so pretty.
That will
and not many
up.
seeds. I like that.
No, I love heirlooms. They're really good for that. It's mostly meat that you get. We're going to take the tomatoes and dip it into this mixture. Coat it, and it goes immediately into the skillet.
With a little coconut oil.
With a little bit of the coconut oil, just to seal it. And you're not going to cook these through too much. You really want these to warm. So you're not really going to be cooking them. And you see that soaking up. I'm just going to show you this one so you can see it. See how it kind of goes into the cavities a little bit and allows you to just get some of that flavor in there. That's a great thing. Okay. So they go into the skillet for, seriously, a minute, a couple of minutes, not very long. We just want to warm them through, really, so that we're not serving our prawns in a cold environment. This is our plate. And how much time do we have left? Do we have like 3 minutes?
You have 3 minutes.
I knew it was like in my head.
See?
I'm saying it's 3 minutes.
You're
I know
a genius.
exactly what's going on.
You are a math genius.
I'm going to take a little bit of the yogurt, and this is just to dress the plate a little bit. Just a little bit of a wild kind of, you know, fun.
Design.
Just
a Picasso.
some fun. And this is a great thing that I love doing as well. I love putting this on the base because oftentimes what happens is the food goes onto the plate and some of the flavor is lost. Ooh, cooking beautifully. I'm just going to take that off there so we can cook a little further.
Faster.
Our tomatoes will have warmed through and we're going to lift them really. And then I'm going to show you a little trick with the tomatoes because what happens is they release a little bit of the water.
Oh, the smell is divine.
Yeah, I love the smell of this. It's really stunning. Ooh. Actually, I'm going to put that guy there and move this one here. So we take this off and put him there. And I'm going to bring back our little mixture. And I have a spoon here. And we're going to just take a little bit of this and just drizzle it over the tomatoes.
Oh, beautiful.
So we're just giving a little bit of the raw flavor. Now, Indian spices, and when you go over to Whole Foods Capers, you'll see a whole line of them. They have a ton of them.
Right.
Indian spices are what are called hot spices. And if you don't cook them out, they will leave a hot kind of flavor in your mouth. So you want to cook them out.
Okay,
you want them
which
to
means?
be, well, it's that umami thing that we talked about before. It rounds the flavor, finishes the flavor off. That's a key element. Our prawns
look delicious.
I've got
because
some
people
here.
tend to overcook prawns.
Yes.
And you don't have to.
No. I'm just going to
yum.
lift some off here so you can see, but I don't want to peel too many. It'd take about 10 minutes for this to cook fully through. But this will give you an idea. I'm sorry that I don't have more to show you there, but before we go, I will. This little mound of them on there, and then what I do is I take a little bit of the yogurt and honey and just drizzle it over again, just to cool it down ever so slightly.
Okay.
Garnish it with a tiny little bit of black sesame seeds, and do that only on the seafood. Don't do it on the tomatoes.
And those are like raw sesame, black sesame?
Yes, just
you don't
raw,
have to toast or anything?
No, not toasted or anything, no. This is like a finger.
It's beautiful.
I know.
And what about the loneliest pepper in town?
Well, okay, thanks for showing my mistake. That should have gone into the shrimp, and I forgot it, but we're not even going to worry about it today. Thanks for that, Fanny. I love you more than anybody else on the planet, I swear to God.
Well, I just didn't know.
No, but you had to pay attention to it, didn't you?
Maybe it was a decoration. You know how I am.
With no time. No, what about the chili, Gary?
We gave you 11 minutes.
From the 20 I should have had.
Always lovely to see you. Thank you.
Okay.
Chef Garry Steel, and you can get these recipes on our website, of course, and thewholefoods.com/capers.